Alright, welcome everyone. This is Rio Azuro, the wannabe hero. And today, as you've probably guessed at it, we're taking a look at Sword Art Online, Lost Song. Just to let you know, Sword Art is having a new game released later on this year. I believe it's called Re-Holification. I'm bright green. So in this game, of course, you have your wonderful Kirito and his harem of women. And so I chose, I think I can choose edit party. So of course I have to choose the waifu of Asuna, and I chose Yuki. But then as you play through, you unlock other people like Leafa, which is your sister in real life, Kirito's sister. You have Silica, Lisbeth, Sinon, Straya, Philia, Sakuya, Alicia, Ruru, Klein, Egal, Argo. And you unlock a bunch of other people. You do be able to, you can't create your own character, but that's like later on, so. And I'm excited. Like, this game, honestly, I'll be honest, it's not that great. You kind of just go from doing one thing to another. You can't really make, like, when you play Sword Art, I think you're like most people. You want to kind of create your own character. This one, it's really weird. You already are Kirito. Forgot how it's to fly. There we go. Yeah, watch me. Yeah, like I've reached level 133. It's like, wow, 133, that's amazing. But I'm doing like 15 points of damage to these enemies. It's like, okay. Doesn't seem that amazing. And that girl, I actually beat her in a one-on-one combat. And for Asuna, I chose her swimwear, I believe is what it was. But as you see, you go throughout. And eventually you'll have characters that you'll meet out in the, like over there, NPC characters, sort of like fighting. And sometimes there'll be those that'll come around and beat you, like acting like they're PvP characters, which is really weird. But I'm like, okay, sure. Hey, I am going to help out you, fellow villain. So that lady was like the undisputed like fighting champion, and of course I'm going to choose her. I need another great fighter. Sword Art Online. Let's talk about the anime, because obviously there is. Sword Art Online involves Kirito. I forgot what his regular name is, but he goes into the world of Sword Art Online. He was a beta tester, so he knew a lot about the game. But then the game gets public release, and so everyone's like, "Oh wow, this is so awesome! It's the greatest thing ever!" And oh my goodness. Well, what happens is that someone hacked the game, and they got stuck. And not only did they get stuck, but if they die in the game, they die in real life. So that made a lot of people upset. So everyone's in the beginning not knowing what to do. Kirito saves Klein because he's like, okay, I'll teach you how to do, you know, your moves and all that stuff. And so it follows them trying to tackle this 100 floor dungeon, and it's just taking them. It takes them a long time. Kirito meets Asuna. She is a fighter with a rapier. Obviously, Kirito starts off with one sword, but then he gets two. Eventually, people are upset, like, why do you have this ability? And it's like, well, apparently people can unlock different abilities, and he is to dual wield. So Kirito and company tackle like the first dungeon. They beat it. Oh yeah, everything's right with the world. All cool. Gravy. And then it just goes throughout their journey throughout the thing. Kirito like becomes super powerful. He's a solo player. He ends up eventually becoming friends with a couple of people, making friends with Asuna. They kind of get stuck together. Joins this guild, and so at the end of after he joins, he gets separated, and him and Asuna, because he's like I believe like a high-ranking person in this guild, is you get this girl Yui introduced, and she is an AI character. She was like almost like an enforcer in the game, I believe. And so they find her, take care of her, pretty much as mom and dad, which is really weird for an AI. But they enjoy having her and consider her daughter. And through circumstances, which I don't want to spoil because you just have to watch it, Kirito ends up beating the final boss, and they get to escape to the real world. Yay, real world. And of course, if any of you have, I want to do a shout out to a popular YouTuber that I watch. His name is Gigic. Basically talks about SAO in 5 minutes. And it is pretty funny. Basically, the first thing he does is like, I just beat SAO. What am I going to do now? He's going to join another game. Which is the game that we're in now, like Ilfim, where he becomes like a fairy type creature. And he can fly and all that, and it's like, oh, you just left a game where you were stuck in a virtual world, and you will go into another one. And this time, Asuna is stuck in that one. He joins up with some people, joins up with Lifa, and it's like, oh wow, you know, Lifa's really cool. Find out that Lifa has serious brother issues, really is in love with her brother, and is thoroughly devastated, and I mean devastated, that Kirito ends up being the guy in the game that she's been helping all along. It's like, oh my goodness, it's my brother, and I've told him, I've said, I've kind of have incestuous thoughts about him. I got wrecked. Oh wow, I got defeated. So, can I be resurrected? Oh no, I survived. Hey. I just took out like 5 of y'all. I just took out more. Okay. Oh, died again. Oh no, how did this happen? Yuki, no, save me, res me, whatever I'm supposed to do. So throughout his second adventure, he teams up with his sister, goes throughout the game, finds out that he has to rescue Asuna. She's in deep trouble. So he ends up rescuing his oh no. I guess I wasn't supposed to be here. going to fly away. Oh. Peace. I'm out of here. So he has to go save his sister, or not his sister, Asuna, with the help of his sister and other people. And the villain's kind of lackluster, in all honesty. And so that ends the first part, or the second part of the first season. Then SAO 2 comes along, second season, and pretty much he is helping. He's doing the same thing again, like helping people, but then it's because his he becomes a girl and he's a fighter type character in a Call of Duty type of world, which is like, okay, sure, we'll have that. But it's interesting. I've not watched that one yet because I just haven't been in the mood to go try and do it. I'm gonna disappear. I'm gonna leave Asuna and other girl. They're gone. They've died. I'm so sorry, ladies. We've lost the fight. It's horrible. Let me save. Where's my save? Save. On my bed. Save. Yes, I want to save. Don't know why though. So overall, as a series, SAO is not too bad. I know a lot of people give it grief, but it's probably one of the first really cool animes. You know, one of the cooler ones that came out at the time. Everyone was talking about it. Got everyone interested into anime during the year that came out. And plus, we've seen the premise before. Like Dot Hack came before that. Dot Hack Sign is what I remember watching. That came out before. But this one really kind of gripped people like, hey, there's dire consequences. You die, you're dead. For real. It's not like other ones like Log Horizon where you revive in the Citadel and it's like, oh well, I guess I'm just stuck here until someone figures out how to beat the game so we can leave. But overall, the anime is not too bad. I'd probably give it like a B-. Has a lot of cool moments. Especially Kirito when he's fighting. Some of the support characters, Asuna is great, even though she's kind of lackluster in some areas, especially Damsel in Distress in the first part, or second part of the first season. And then, of course, you have all these girls falling in love with him, like, left and right. It's like, yeah, it's kind of like a harem anime, too, with that aspect. Everyone falls for Kirito. But I guess I can't complain. I actually do have an Asuna figurine. I eventually will get a Kirito pop vinyl figurine, so. As for the game, this game is, honestly, I will say it's lackluster. It's, as you saw, it's just a bunch of enemies there. Your leveling up doesn't make any sense. You're just like, oh, I'm level 133, I should be blazing through everything. I think you start off at level 100. And it's like, I don't really feel powerful. So hopefully with the new game, I think it's called Reholification, maybe. Hopefully they'll address some of the issues with this game. I believe your create a character is a lot different now. It's a little bit better. Apparently you can do raids now with other people. You kind of have like a 3-man team. It's like you and 2 AI controlled people can team up with 2 other characters who are themselves plus 2 AI. So we're really making an interesting dynamic on getting groups of people together and fighting whatever's out there in the world. It's kind of making it like an MMO. Like, I bet you most people will probably always run with a healer NPC and like a long distance, and they'll be the one who goes in and fights ahead of time. You know, that's what I think most people would do. It's like they'd be the DPS, you know, the tank that goes in there and attacks, and then of course their support is the healer to keep them going, and then have a long distance person to snipe from a distance so they're not getting in your way of your kills and your combos, so you can keep track of all the enemies. So that's it for Sword Art Online Lost Song. Not that great of a game, but again, hopefully the one next year or later this year will be a lot better, address a lot of issues people had. So join us tomorrow as Anime in August continues. This was episode 17. The next episode deals with another popular, at the time, as everyone's playing right now, it's Pokemon Go. But there was another popular series with monsters. And you probably have guessed what it is. So tune in tomorrow and we will go over that. So until next time, peace out.